I'm trying to get you in a position where this thing doesn't want to slide around. There we go. So yeah, I have a headache starting. I had a video that I was gonna film and I figured this is gonna be easier. I'm not gonna have to do much thinking. You guys can just do most of the thinking and I'll just respond. Does that sound fair? It's not gonna be a long live feed. I got stuff I gotta do. So let's see who logs in. Started filming on the Anza Knives video and I can't. I got a migraine. I got a migraine at brewing. So, but no, the happy Sunday, by the way, guys. I already did a live feed on Instagram when I was taking a walk. And then talked to Nico for a little bit, talked with Dave Horseman over at Hiking with Viking for about an hour. We had always, what I was trying to say, what I'm gonna tell you guys is the memberships are up and live. Now, if I'm gonna tell you guys to hold off a day if you wanna join memberships, because I actually, in retrospect, thought about it. I was like, $15 is a lot for a lot of people, especially this time. So what I did was I set a baseline tier, which is $5, like $4.99, and then a $15 tier, $14.99, which is the premium tier. So what I did was I staggered. So for the membership, for the baseline membership, you'll probably get access to members only live feeds is what I'm thinking. But most of what you're gonna get is you get a shout out, you get a badge. And so I'll shout you out when you first join, like any new members to that tier, any new members period that have just joined, like the paid thing, you get a shout out. Hey, the following people joined over the last few days since the last video. And then after that, you get shouted out when you join like a live feed or something like that. And then the premium tier is where you're gonna get like behind the scenes footage. I'll figure out a way to work the giveaway stuff. Somehow, I still think it's fair to offer that. The exclusive content, Nico and I were talking about it, like we do videos which a lot of times don't even wind up on the channel, where it's just like me and him in the car and we're on a trip going somewhere. Stuff like that would be member only content. Like you'll get to see the show and you'll get to see most stuff, but like all the behind the scenes stuff like that happens behind the scenes of the show, like if we go do something, if we go out to eat with a group or something like that, then that would be exclusive content. And Nico's gonna put content up. I know some of you guys probably saw, he did his introduction video. He does the hydrographic stuff. I have this up to show because it might seem silly, like, well, how does hydrographics tie in on a knife channel? Well, Nico does a lot of stuff on scales and sheaths and stuff like that, and outdoor stuff. He can do bows and arrows, you know, and then they come out great. And I mean, even to the point where like when you put this, it almost looks seamless. He almost got this married completely up. So just, you know, little stuff for us to keep content going. I'll do like repair videos, but basically that's what I was getting at, the 2 tiers. So if you don't want to fucking spend $14, which I get, there's the other tier, which is the $9 tier, or I'm sorry, the $5 tier, and you can just jump on that, and then you get shouted out in videos, and probably have access to member-only live feeds. I didn't put that in, but there's more. I had to stagger it. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I think if we get members, it will give us access to better content, because I can take the money that I should have been getting on Patreon. Patreon's hard. I couldn't offer the stuff I wanted to do on Patreon. Like it was kind of a pain, you know what I mean? So if there's any Patreons out there that want to just flip that, not at all upset, I'll stop adding the Patreon. But so in the videos, there's a link. Oh, cool, okay, so that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. In the description of videos, there's a link, but if you go to my actual page, there's a join button. So depending on what tier, if you don't want to spend the $15 a month for the exclusive behind the scenes content, but just want to support the channel, there's a $5 tier, but that's not up yet. It's still under review. You see what I'm saying? So it's under review by Google as to whether my perks meet their requirements, which it will, because it's basically the same perk you get on the top tier. So you think you're getting like 4 different perks on the premium. You get the badges, you get shout outs. I have not figured out how to load emojis to it so people can pick and choose and get their own individual emojis. And then exclusive content, live feeds, where you're like basically member only, shout outs when you join a video, like a live feed, you get a shout out. When you first join the channel, you get a shout out in the next video after. And yeah, and then I am gonna do, I don't care what they say, I'm gonna find a way to do giveaways that are exclusive to the members. I think it's only fair. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna give away a high dollar item, either that or I'll find a way to work it so that members get like double entries. You know what I mean? So, does that sound fair to everybody? So there's like 4 people here. I'm not seeing a lot. Wait, did I set up the comments properly? Nope, still just only 1 person comment. I thought maybe I screwed up. So yeah, because I just want to offer a little bit of an option. But like I said, the Patreon never really panned out. I still get money from Patreon, but it's very discounted, the amount I get from Patreon. I will actually get more directly from here, and I think it'll do the channel better because options I wanted to offer, I don't know yet, because once all this Corona stuff is done, I'm not sure what my schedule is going to look like. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be, because basically my doctor put me on 100% disability to prevent me from catching Corona. Now I'm quarantined. My doctor does not want me working. The company did offer that. It was like a no questions asked leave of absence. I took it. I was like, I'll take like 2 weeks and see where everything goes. And then my doctor was like, no, I tried to put it on unemployment. I found out I couldn't put it for unemployment because of the reason that I'm not working. So they said, you got to do disability. And then here's all the information you got to do with the doctor. And my doctor is like, I will fill out this paperwork, but the caveat is I'm going to pick when you go back to work. And I was like, all right, well, that's fair. You're doing the disability. He's like, you're not doing anything. You are 100% disabled until this is over. And I was like, fair enough. So he wanted me to stop working almost 2 weeks before I actually did. He's like, you should just not do anything. You should be home. I was like, well, pretty sure my health would be worse if I can't afford a house, because living on an overpass, I'm pretty sure I'd be much more susceptible to getting sick if my wife didn't kill me. Yeah, I can make content from home. That's all I've been doing. I'm making content from home. That's all the videos that I do, pretty much, are home, unless we go to a show. And I don't foresee there being shows anytime soon, guys. I really don't. I think a lot of people are like, oh, this is gonna blow over. I think this year's pretty fucked. The school district's already talking about not doing anything. Hi, Robert. So yeah, the member only stuff you're gonna be identified. I hope that David logs in, because then I'd be able to see, like, if he makes a comment. So David, if you're here hiking with Viking, let me see so your badge shows up. Because right now I have one premium tier member, and that's David Horstman at Hiking with Viking. And oh, I found the sticker. If you're here, David. So David knows this guy that came up with this. We are going to try and talk with him because he's looking for somebody to do the hydrographics. So maybe a new pattern to add to Nico's repertoire of cool shit that he can do. Because no joke, I think that he could hydrographic air if he needed to. Yes, they did. And I am not going to Blade. I guarantee you I'm not going to Atlanta. But there is a chance that I may still be going to Blade West. So Nico and I talked about it. I cannot ask Justin. Justin wants me to go, and there's a good chance I may go with them from Fiberlight Firestarters, but I can't ask him to say, hey, I need you to do Nico too. So what we may do is I'll go and work the table. Nico may have to pay his own way, which we'll see how that works. That's part of what the channel membership is. Don't think that this money's all gonna go to me. This is gonna finance stuff that Nico and I are going to do for the channel. So that money will be rolling back into the channel and help subsidize the stuff that we need to do, because We pay for all this stuff. Everything you've ever seen us do, with the exception of a couple of the shows that we've went to. There's a guy that has definitely paid for us to go to a few shows, but everything else you see, all of the stuff that we've done, that's all, we pay for that to put up that content. Nico closes shit out of his schedule and goes on these trips with me. One, because we do it and we do enjoy it, but a lot of it is to generate content because I know that you guys can't go to Blade West. I know you guys can't go to the Cali Custom Show. I know that you guys don't know knife makers to the point like Elliot and those guys and people that I know. And so it allows a different perspective into the knife community. And I gotta find a way to be able to provide it. So if you see, like I said, Nico did up his introduction. Nico's gonna do some stuff where he's showing like how he does hydrographics. And yeah, it might be stuff like mud jugs and stuff like that he's doing, but keep in mind, like I said, if it's something that could be spray painted, then it can be dipped. If it's plastic, usually plastic is what to do. But I've had him do scales on knives for me. He did a scales and a sheath for our buddy Matt on an Essie. Came out great. I think he had a darker rattlesnake pattern. I've had him do scales on stuff. And the thing is, like on scales and stuff like that, it doesn't really affect the thickness to the point where it's gonna affect anything. The only thing he can't do is blades. We have come to the realization that between the primer and the film and the clear coat, it adds too much and it becomes a friction issue when you're cutting. It just does not cut the way you want it to. Because it adds that, it makes it bitey and it gets this friction to it that you don't get with the ceramic coatings. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that is out. I talked to a bunch of people when I did Instagram live feed when I was walking the dog before this headache started popping off. I can feel it, it's starting in the back of my head. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a post for everybody on the communities tab. So go to my channel, find the community tab, and there'll be posts. And that's where, like, if you're a member, that's where the exclusive content, that's where the link to your exclusive content is gonna be. Only members will be able to see that. And then there's an entire community tab that is set for everyone that's not like content that will provide for you to be able to answer questions. Like I'm gonna do a poll. What videos would you like to see? What topics would you like to see? So, like I said, if you want to join, but you don't, like I get it, 15 bucks a month for a lot of people, that's like, I don't even pay that much for Netflix. I get it, but Netflix isn't providing you with exclusive, like to you, like, hey, what do you want to see? Because I always ask you guys, what do you want to see on the channel? If you guys don't give me anything, I fly blind into it and I make shit and then people get upset. If you keep me in a box, like keep me on the rails, a lot better, because then you guys get the content you want to see. And the fact is, I heard a fucking YouTuber say, he's like, yeah, you know why people like YouTube and are willing to pay for the content? Because they have direct access to their channel. The creator, they can reach out. Like, you can't talk to somebody like on a TV show. Like if you're watching, like say, like fucking Duck Dynasty, you don't have access to be able to make comments and get responses from those people. Now, granted, I know that Duck Dynasty has millions of viewers and I only have a few thousand, but it's still that same thing. You know what I mean? It allows you that interaction. So, but at any rate, yeah, go watch Nico's intro. And then in his intro, there is a link in the bottom corner to Jim Urbano, that's his father. Their channel is there as well. And they have videos showing hydrographics, and it's all pretty much his dad doing all that stuff. Nico shot all that. And it got all posted up. So Nico did an introduction just to let you guys, some of you guys might not know who Nico is. He was introducing himself to you guys because he is going to be putting content up on the channel. He has access, he has his own password. He can put up content for me to approve. And so after he puts up content, I'll go in and I'll put the stuff in the corners. But like I said, if you're interested in joining and you don't want to spend that, keep in mind that there is a $5 tier that's gonna be up within the next couple days. Something's going on out there, I don't know. But all right guys, I gotta go get some migraine medicine in me because my brain is not working right. It's fighting with me right now, and I need to lay down. So I will talk to you guys later. I am going to shoot a video. I've got it about halfway done. I'm lying. I did the intro. I still have to film the entire video. I'm going to do an Anne's a Knife video. So, guys, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a happy Sunday. And I will talk to you guys later.